Hello everyone, I'm Dread Knight. Welcome to Elder Scrolls Online 1 Tamriel Beginner's Guide. Maybe you're asking yourself, why another ESO guide? There are thousands out there. Well, I saw other walkthroughs of ESO and they just show you some action from the game or some tips without the actions behind them. Most of them need you to know stuff in advance and you are left to draw conclusions on your own. This guide's objective is to take new players by the hand and show them step by step the wonderful world of ESO and give them at least some general pointers of what can be done in the game. When I started the game I was very confused. There was this massive world in front of me, full of big bad monsters, lots of stuff to do, and I had lots of questions. Where do I start? What should I do first? Why is everyone saying Dolmen Plus, WTS, WTT? How do I make money? How do I craft stuff? And lots of other questions. So I've noticed there is this general need for information when you start playing ESO for the first time, and I would have liked to have this information when I started to play, so I thought, why not make a tutorial myself? My version of the game is Gold Edition, so I will have some bonus DLCs and a horse to start with compared to the unlimited version. In this first episode, I'd like to cover add-ons and character creation. First of all, I want to talk a little bit about add-ons. For add-ons, I use Minion. It's rather simple to use and it works quite fine with ESO Tamriel. Be advised, some of the add-ons made by the community might be considered by some as cheats. For example, there is an add-on that shows the Skyshar's locations on the map. If you like exploring by yourself and finding them, you might not want to install them. Other add-ons are more like utilities. For example, Master Merchant. Master Merchant is an add-on that collects data from transactions made within the guilds you are currently in and shows you a graph with the latest prices used. I use quite a lot of add-ons. You must take into consideration that every add-on might make your GUI run slower because of the added content. I increased my Lua RAM to 1 GB. I recommend you increase it too, even if less than I did, because it is by default set to 64 MB and you will get a lot of errors otherwise, like Lua is reaching its memory limit. You should consider disabling some add-ons. You can find the settings file at a path like C, Users, your username, Documents, Elder Scrolls Online, Live, UserSettings.txt. I wrote it down for you in the video description. Search for Lua. It should be something like set LuaMemoryLimitMB to 64. So let's go through the add-ons. Let me switch to Minion. Advanced filters. Add some filters in your inventory so you can go to stuff like crafting materials, provisioning, and other stuff. Advanced UI adds a lot of content like a minimap, health bars of the ones that are in your group, the specific points you have left in health, magicka, and stamina, some combat information that scrolls on the screen. Okay. The health bars are like this. The red part is the hit points you have. The blue part is a shield that can be added by some skills. Awesome Guild Store adds some category filters, some sliders to the Guild Store. Clock. You can add a standard Tamriel time. Destinations will show you quest locations, quest givers, and so on. Lazy Grid Crafter shows you how much material you need to complete a writ, and it enables you to craft with one click everything you have in that writ. ESO Master Recipe List shows you what recipes you have learned, what recipes you don't know yet. You can also mark recipes if you want to track them. ESO database allows you to create a signature for your character like this. It needs a client to do so, to upload the data. FCO item saver needs, it shows you some, allows you to add some icons on your items like lock or item set 1 or reserved for research, for deconstruction, and other stuff like that. Game information adds some information in the bottom right, like how much inventory you have left on yourself and in the bank, the active buffs that you have, harvest map. Once you collect materials from a resource node, it will appear on your map. It can also help you create a path where you can optimize your harvesting. Master Merchant Extender allows you to write some commands in chat so you can find out more about an item. Inventory Grid View allows you to see your inventory in a grid view manner. Lore Books shows you the location of lore books on the map. It's very useful for Mages Guild. Lost Treasure. Once you find a treasure, it will show you the exact location on the map so you don't have to search for it. Master Merchant. Once you pick an item, you hover over it, and if you are in a guild, it will show you the number of sales over a number of days, with what price it was sold in average, and the different colors are for different guilds. You can set the guild color in chat settings in social. Rare Fish Tracker shows you in an area like Reaper's March what rare fish you can catch and what fish you have caught by highlighting them. Research Assistant is actually requirement for which one was it? FCO item saver. It adds some icons like these squares. A red square means you can research a trait from this item. A yellow square means you have another item with the same trait, so you have a double. And a gray square means you can sell or deconstruct because you already know that trait. Okay, sky shards shows you the location of the sky shards on the map. Tamriel Trade Center is another add-on like Master Merchant. It shows you some prices over how many listings were of that item and with what price it was sold. It's a rather more generic add-on. So and it also has a client. You must install a client for this. So everyone that uses this will have prices from everyone that uses this add-on. Trait body shows you the traits you know on each character, and you can see this from anywhere you are. It also shows you what motives you know with a character, what research times you have on all your characters, and some other data like what type of material is used for this item, like primer. Botans fish fillet allows you to fillet a stack of fish with one click. It will take the same time, but it will be faster, a little faster, because you don't have to double click on each fish. Wotan's fisherman adds some data like once you have fished in a fishing hole, it will show you the type of water, the type of bait you need to use in there, and what fish you have caught. It will also show you a big icon when you need to reel in. That's about all for about the add-ons. So now we'll go to the character creation. I want to underline that this guide is not an expert guide, so if you want to pick the best choices for a character, you should probably need more research. The main roles that your character can have are damage dealer, tank, or healer. Depending on this, you should pick a race with native bonuses that complement your choice. I'm going to pick now a damage dealer from the Ebonheart pack. I've read that the best damage dealers would be a stamina sorcerer, and the best races for that are Redguard, Khajiit, and Imperial, because they have native bonuses to stamina and damage dealing. I'm going to take Ebonheart back because it's the one I haven't picked yet. The alliance you choose will impact some quest locations, like where you can do the daily raids, and the PvP faction you're fighting for. Before one Tamriel update, it also influenced the locations you had access to. It sometimes takes some time to log in. If there are too many requests, you get that error. So let's go to class. I want a sorcerer. Let's go with Dark Elf because they have stamina, magicka, dual wielding bonuses. Okay, let's pick a name. And I think appearance doesn't really matter in right now, but well, you can go and customize it however you want. You have a lot of options here. And well, I think that will be all for now. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in our next episode, where we'll cover basic combat and a little bit about character skills. See ya!